Hey guys, and welcome back to another video. I got something pretty exciting here. First time we're going to be opening this up on the channel, and that is Wyvern. Now, this is something that I actually did have a little bit of from my childhood. I had a starter deck, and I don't remember how I got it. I don't remember where I got it exactly. It might have been from a flea market, it might have been from a family member, but it was a used starter deck, and I just remember loving the artwork from Wyvern. This is like peak 90s fantasy art in here, and it's been gaining a little bit of popularity these days thanks to it being highlighted on certain YouTube channels, such as Alpha Investments. And I was prowling eBay trying to find some cheap packs, and I came across this one. It's not a sealed booster box, it's actually in really rough shape, but I could not pass this up. This was extremely cheap. It's only missing 6 packs from the box, so there's, I think, 30 packs in here, and it was really cheap. So I figured let's buy it this way instead of buying a sealed box, since I was going to open it anyway. How about we buy a used box? So this is a game that came out in 1990. I did my research on this a few days ago, and as of recording this, I'm probably going to be a little rusty, but let's just say that this came out right around the Magic the Gathering craze, trying to capitalize on that in a way. And the main sets were coming out around 1995. They were different reprints. This one here is the first reprint. They had a Premier Edition, and then they had a Limited Edition, and then they had a Kingdom Edition, which was essentially a reprinting of the first 2 sets together as one. And then they had a third set known as Chameleon, which is really rare, really hard to get a hold of. So this is probably the best one to open, because the first Premier set only had 100-something cards, and then the Limited Edition set had what was it, 200 and something. So they added a bunch of new cards. So let's just dig down deep here. Let's take the first few packs off the top, because honestly, they're a little rough in shape. So let's take those first few off, and let's just pull out, I don't know, let's just say let's start with 6 packs for now, and we'll see how it goes from there. So one thing that I remember really liking about this from my childhood is that the art in these is absolutely fantastic. It's got a lot of really high fantasy art with a very unique style to it. A lot of dragons, a lot of awesome artwork. And there is a very small chance, I believe, you can pull rare ticket cards. I don't remember if that was in the Premier Edition only. But there are rare cards in here. I didn't look up the card order or the card trick to figure out which is the rare. We'll just kind of go through it. I'm sure we'll get a feel for which slot the rare is in. But yeah, this will be fun. Let's take a look at the artwork. So we've got Dragon, Gani. So the name of the card, top right. Type of card looks like top left. And then this effect and everything down on the bottom. This is the little dot here that signifies that this is the limited edition run and not the Premier Edition. Hurricane. Oh man, look at this. Celestial. Look at this artwork. Medea's Spell. Seaweed. River. So the way the cards feel, they definitely have like a very matte texture to them. They're little flimsy. I'd say they're about the standard thickness that you would expect from a trading card. Look at the back of the card. It's got that gold gloss finish on it. Frost Breathing. I would say if you're a fan of like older 90s TCGs and you're looking to collect something affordably on a budget, this is a really good one to try and get into to go for full sets, because there's so many sets, so many reprints, easily accessible, pretty cheap, always readily available on eBay. Picking up loose packs, very cheap. Even booster boxes aren't going to kill you. If you're watching this video and you're more well-versed in Wyvern than me, if you know which card is the rare, please let me know. By the time I do my next video of these, I'll look that up, and then we can, do our card tricks or whatever. But for now, we're just not going to worry about that. We're just going to open these up and have fun and appreciate the art. Now, there was a fun little thing about Wyvern in the first printing, in the Premier version. First of all, these cards are nice shape. Really nice. Despite that box being a bit rough and opened all these years, these things are still mint. I would love to know the lore and the story behind that booster box. Where was it sitting all these years? Where was it? In a game store, sitting in a basement? Echidna, subterranean lair. So in the Premier Edition, there was a misprinting where the back of the card would still be Wyvern, but there was Magic the Gathering cards that were printed on the front mistakenly in the factory. And it is believed that the only way you can pull those are from the Premier Edition starter decks, and it's rumored that they can be found in the booster boxes as well for Premier Edition, but that is kind of unconfirmed. But man, isn't that just crazy that you can get Magic the Gathering cards with Wyvern backs from starter decks for this? Loving the art, even on the spell and action cards. Love the background art. Just got such a unique style, all from the same artist, by the way, so it's got a very nice cohesive look to it. Look at this. Poison breathing. And some of the later sets had some really wild stuff. They did change the artist in the... Oh, this one's got a little opening here. They did change the artist in the third set, but I still really like the art style in that. I would love to be able to complete a set of limited edition for a binder. It's very doable. And since I do have a bit of nostalgia for this from my childhood, remembering the cards, I don't know where that deck is. I can try and find it and maybe highlight it in a video, open it on a video and see. Maybe I don't even remember as a kid. I mean, I could have been silly and not even realize that I had Magic the Gathering Wyvern cards in there. I might have been like, oh, what's this? Wyvern Shadow? Hold on, why is this? I remember seeing something about this card. Hold on, I'm going to pause the video and just look this up real quick. I don't want to get my information wrong. Alright, so I had to just try and double check on this. I couldn't find the exact information, but I do kind of remember watching a video where this was apparently the card that they produced for limited edition is a stand-in card. So they were like golden and silver tickets or something, like special redemption cards in the first premiere set. And then when they took those out for limited, they put this in as like the replacement essentially for it. So I just needed to make sure I didn't stumble upon something crazy here. It seems like this is about a $6 to $8 card on the singles market. And the good thing about me looking this up is I think I figured out where the rare slot is. So there's 15 cards in a pack. There are 11 cards here. So that means the first 4 cards are probably the uncommons and then the rare, and then the rest of these are common, so that's good. Now we'll at least know where our rare slot is, so we'll keep that off on the side. We got Zeus, Flood, Gully, Pearl. Ooh, look at the art on this. I know this may not look like much to some people, but this 90s fantasy art was like my childhood. I had a lot of those art cards, like something as simple as this. I just love that. This does make me really want to learn how to play this game. Heck, if you play Wyvern and you use Discord, hit me up. Come into my Discord. It's just discord.gg/petedorr. I have a card game section. Just say, hey, I watched your Wyvern video. I'd love to try and play. Or if you want to learn to try and play with me, if you're okay with just building a deck with the limited cards and not Phoenix and Chameleon, if you want to just build a deck with the first set here, I'd be down for it. It could be really fun. And that goes, for any of you that maybe want to pick it up. I'm always down to try and play these obscure trading card games. It's just that it's usually really hard to try and find somebody that A, has it or is willing to buy it and then will play you online. I would totally look into learning how to play this, though, if some of you are interested. Man, these are really nice condition, except for a couple of the corners are a little dinged up. But for the most part, this is oh, I love this one. Fantastic condition for the most part. I'm not going to be really getting these graded or anything unless I was feeling a little adventurous, because I don't think there's really any market for graded Wyvern cards yet. But you never know if the game ever takes off. Heck, what if they brought it back one day? That would be crazy. You never know. Alright, so the first 4 here should be... These packs open super easy, by the way. They do leave a little bit of a mess. A lot of white specks. So, uncommon, 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 Seth. This is our rare. Ooh, Seth into raw. Look at that raw. So I think there are also different tiers of rarity. So there's like R1, R2. So like some rares are more rare than others, which some trading card games used to do back then, like Star Wars CCG. What's great is a lot of these I'm still seeing for the first time, so we're not at that point yet, since there's so many cards in the set for limited in the common slot. We're going to have to open quite a few packs in order to start seeing a lot of doubles in the commons. It's always an upside too if you collect a game and you enjoy the art, and then you build your binder out, you make a set, and then heck, I love this. Then if you want to learn to play the game with all your dupes, go ahead. Oh, hold on. We're messing up the rare slot here. What did this pack start with? I think it started with, yeah, this guy. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Our rare. Ooh, it's a little dented there. You can see that. Yeah, right there. Top left. Our rare is Cadmus. So that pack unfortunately did not stand the test of time in the booster pack. Now we're starting to see a few more dupes. But there's still quite a bit, I'm sure, that we have to see. So that was 6 packs. Let's do 4 more. Let's make it an even 10. Since I have 30 packs in here, that means that we can make 3 videos. I don't want this video to be terribly long, and I also don't want a ton of cards laying around for me to have to figure out what to do with right now. So 10 seems like a good amount to go through and have fun and just get a general overview for the game. I'll have to search through here for the other rares, though. Probably have to watch the video back to see what ones I had. Uncommons, too. There's probably a lot of uncommons that you'll have to open packs for to get ones that aren't dupes. Look at that. That's awesome. Castle. Our rare... Oh, hold on. Wait, hold on. That can't be right. 1, 2, 3. Or is it the 4th card is the rare? This can't be the rare here. Oh, boy. We'll figure it out. I think I might have messed it up, though, because we've seen this guy after the rare before. Interesting. Okay. I will have to do a little bit of looking up afterwards. He's got a nice, like, sandy sort of... There's a bit of a resistance when you... Oh, okay. Well, there's our raw in the back of the pack. So apparently, who knows? Maybe these packs don't follow a card trick of any kind. I don't know what's going on. Either way, I'm sure I'll figure it out. But yeah, if you played this when you were younger or collected it, let me know. I'd be really curious to see how many people like actually remember this game from back then. I just love how dark the art is in this. And dark, I mean, like, yeah, it's a little dark visually, but also it's like dark fantasy art. I love that kind of stuff. Okay, now we're starting to see quite a bit of dupes. Oops. Quite a bit of them, which probably makes deck building quite easy in this game if you just open a handful of packs. Look at that. Just some clouds. I actually really like the terrain cards. Simple, but beautiful at the same time. Oh, here's a new one. Colchis. Oh, that reminds me of, what is it? Jason and the Argonauts? Right? Maybe that's what that's based off of. Oh, yeah, the Golden Fleece. I remember that. One of my favorite movies when I was younger. Bet you that's our rare. Swag bag. It's got some swag to him. Oop, there's the Wyvern. That is the... If you're going to get a card graded, this is the one that I've seen a couple people have gone for. Not a lot. There's like maybe 1 or 2 of these graded, honestly. This one's not grading worthy because the centering's off. There's some nicks on the corners. But this is the... pretty much the cover picture card. That is the Wyvern himself that's on the packs. And he's on the booster box. Poisonous Air. We haven't seen that yet. Alright, final pack for this video. If you guys enjoy the Wyvern pack openings, please be sure to leave a like. Let me know. Is this stuff getting a little too obscure for you? Or are you pretty cool with this? If you guys seem to like it, I'll definitely open the remainder of the packs in 2 other videos. And then maybe in the future we can do Phoenix. Phoenix isn't too expensive. Chameleon is the hard one. Chameleon can be kind of hard to get a hold of. Look at that, Battle Chaos. Golden Apple. Ooh, I like the colors on this one. And our last card is a Gold Shortage. Oh, wow, that was fun. I love the art on these. So yeah, I will have to double check and see what rares are what, but definitely seems like our Wyvern might have been a rare. This Wyvern Shadow, really cool. Probably my favorite pull just because knowing the history on this card being like a stand-in for the secret rares, essentially. The redemption pulls. And also getting a Wyvern card that's worth more than 50 cents or $1 is a pretty big win, considering that's a $6 to $8 card. I'd consider that quite good. That honestly pays for a decent chunk of what this booster box cost me. So anyway, thanks so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Be sure to like and subscribe if you're into random, dead, and still thriving TCGs. I cover everything here on this channel, mostly from a collector's standpoint. Hope you enjoyed watching.